what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Has it downfield, working the left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. Warrior 70.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Cowboy 8. Here we go. Set. Hook.
Throwing now, off play action. Hits his tight end on the corner route. Oh, this big guy is moving. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it back to the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another carry for him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Receiver in motion, headed right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 14. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes a defender. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Working quickly here. From the 36. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
70 ring.
He's throwing for it. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Man in motion, headed right. From the 45 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 28. He's on the move. Taking off with it again. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. On first down, they'll run. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. 12-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He hits the sideline, and an ill-fortunate run loses yardage.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
And the Panthers into the nickel set. Third down coming. We send a man in motion. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Zerline puts it through. And the lead is back down to 9.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Hits him on the out route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here. They'll throw on first. Escapes the pocket. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They give it to him again. Give him 2 yards on the run. That leaves him 1 short, and it brings up 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Completed to his running back. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers pushing for points. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Come on, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over after the interception. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done, too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
New set of downs for him from the 46. The give now out of the shotgun. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
They're set up at the 35 now. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. 2nd and 6 now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to the air here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on fourth down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll throw on third and long. And this is incomplete. Took the check down for granted. He's lucky that wasn't picked and taken the other way. Fourth down coming up. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. That's caught. He found some space. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Putting the tight end in motion. Forced out to his right. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They are throwing it again. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Zerline puts it through. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff now from the gun. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. A give now from the gun. And he's swallowed up by one of the big guys up front right at the line. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Finds his back complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now a run here from the gun. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Motion man sent left. From the 41. Cut out left. They gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now on 1st down. He brings it in. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field, lining up and going for two. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave them with just two to use the rest of the way. Brown now for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And they'll take the lead. Now Brown on to send it away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh my, that's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41.
79 Broncos. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it'll be second down. They'll try and throw it here. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18.
Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
19. Let's go. Mustang 19. Go.
From midfield now. He puts some power on it deep. This is brought in at the 15. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grab the lead on their first series of the half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First and 10 from the 41. Back to the well again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Just a Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Cowboy 8. Sammy Lion. Cougar 19.
They put a receiver in motion right. Here's 2nd and 5. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 44 here on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Duke's at a one-stop, and they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Seahawks now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now Brown on to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Ready,
Airing it out to start this drive. He lets a heater go deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Tag. Hey, hey, check that, check that. Viking 18. No, no.
Here's the handoff. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Ready,
And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Check, Panther. Check smash. Ready?
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have taken the lead late. Kicking team out to try the extra points. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Back to 60.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Setting up to pass. On the move, headed right. Trying to push it deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And they bring him down around the 34. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Alert.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Tight end going in motion here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that makes it 3rd down. They motion the tight end over. Throwing now. That's caught for the 1st. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw. This throw is caught. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. Extremely important moment here for the Seahawks as they go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
So they call a timeout. That is their final one, and with time left for maybe 2 plays, let's see what they do. Do they chance it, or do they just kick it now? On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Now Brown on to send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And postseason overtime differs from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things anymore. Both teams guaranteed a possession. And if we're still tied after each team has had the football once, we then go to sudden death, and the first score takes it. Well, either team has proven they would be more than deserving, but only one can rep the NFC in the Super Bowl. The kick is away in overtime. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Set up. 70 range. 70.
He'll throw it. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Biggest play of OT. Offense set now on fourth down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. So a key moment here in overtime for both teams to strategize. Big moment here in overtime. Fourth down, and the offense is out there.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Come back team.
They'll throw it. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. Back-to-back carries here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, and they go right back to it. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 20 on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
That's no gimme. Now that's a pressure kick right there. And it's not going to win him the ball game, but now you set your defense up with the opportunity to go out there and close it out.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As they'll take a moment to plan their next steps here in OT. We'll see if their defense can hold now and finish off an overtime win as the kick is away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41. The give now out of the shotgun. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They give it to him again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, ball at the 36. They send a receiver in motion right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 12 behind the sticks. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Stanley keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Jukes one defender. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead in this game. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Charlotte.